Highway 101 at 65 miles an hour in the third lane from the right. That's what FedEx can tell you. But all of that technology and all that infrastructure is for peace of mind. That's what that company stands for, when you absolutely, positively want something someplace. Third example, Nike. Great customer slogan, just do it. But a mantra is for the employees. Why do you work here? Why do you exist? Authentic athletic performance. That's why Nike exists. And my favorite example is Target. Or where I'm from in Atherton, we call it Target. Because Target is not Price Club. You go to Price Club to buy 500 rolls of toilet paper in case there's a nuclear war and you can't get to the store for a few months. You go to Target to democratize design, to buy something of great design at an economical price. These are 4 companies, very successful. These are the kinds of mantras I want you to create for your organizations. Mantras, not mission statements. Now, I also want you to have the easiest, cheapest, and most expedient way to create a mission statement. Because someday it may come to that. God bless you. Just remember me when you go public, all right? Now there's such a thing as friends and family stock again. So, I will tell you how to get a great mission statement at no cost, no off-site, no McKinsey, no nothing, no facilitator, nothing, no pads of paper, magic marker, pens, nothing. You don't even have to look at advertising. Just go to the Dilbert Mission Statement Generator website. Because there, for absolutely no charge, you can get a great mission statement, a $25,000 mission statement like this. We exist to professionally build long-term, high-impact sources. I need to take a breath here. So that we may endeavor to synergistically leverage existing effective deliverables to stay competitive in tomorrow's world. Is that a mission statement or what? Huh? 25 grand. The third thing is to get going. Ironically, many entrepreneurs have a difficult time getting going because they want to be sure there's a market. They want to prove there's a market. They want to do focus groups, research, and all that crap. Tell you what, just get going. 3 key steps to getting going. First, as the Apple commercial said, think different. Don't do better sameness. Don't be content with doing things 10 or 15% better. Do things 10 times better. Let's go back in the printing business a few decades. Let's say you were the best letter quality printer company. And you decide one day you're going to be revolutionary. You're going to change the world. You're going to introduce 18-point Helvetica. Changing the world. That's not changing the world. A printer company, a letter quality printer company, would not be content with introducing more typefaces. A letter quality printer company would jump to the laser printer curve. That's what you need to do. When Jeff Bezos created Amazon, he didn't go from 250,000 titles in an analog bookstore to 275,000 titles in an analog bookstore. He went to 2.5 million titles in a digital bookstore. Think different. Second point, don't be afraid of polarizing people. Great products polarize people. If you try to create a product that appeals to everybody, 18 to 25, 25 to 35, 35 to 50, 50 to 75, 75 to dead, if you try to create this perfect product, you will create mediocrity. Do not be afraid to polarize. This is a picture of a Toyota Scion XB. You can have one of 2 reactions to this car. Either you think it's a very cool design, or you think, why did Toyota hire somebody who got fired from Volvo? Those are the only 2 conclusions. Harley Davidson, Macintosh, Netflix, TiVo, all those companies polarize people. I love TiVo because I love TV. There are advertisers who hate TiVo because I haven't watched an ad since Super Bowl Sunday. The third point of getting going is to find a few soulmates. The concept of the solo entrepreneur is vastly overrated and untrue. Steve Jobs had Steve Wozniak. You know, Bill Gates had Steve Ballmer. You need soulmates. You need people to balance you off. If you're a great engineer, you need a great marketer. If you have the great marketing and engineering, you may need an operations person. If you're the youthful visionary, you'll need adult supervision. Balance yourself off. Balance yourself off. The 3 key points of getting going. The fourth point is define a business model. This is a step we all sort of forgot a few years ago. A minor detail. 3 key points to a business model. First, be specific. The business models that say we'll collect 10 million eyeballs and somehow we'll figure out how to monetize those eyeballs, don't worry about it. That doesn't fly anymore. The reason why we've all heard about Facebook and MySpace is not because we can all do that. That's because they're unusual. We need to have specific business models. The questions you need to ask yourself metaphorically is, who is my customer? How do I get my money out of her purse? It is your money in her purse. How do you get it out? That's the question. The second key point is you need to keep it simple. You know, I hope you innovate on technology, on products, on services, all that good stuff. Do not innovate on business models. Do not. If you believe that it costs you $1 and you sell it for $5 and your gross margin is 20%, you will be successful. That's the kind of math. Costs $1, think about this later. Costs $1, sells for $5, we only have 20% gross margin. You will always be rich. Keep it simple. The third thing is to ask women about your business model. I believe you should not waste your time asking men about business models and business ideas. I believe this is because men have a fundamental genetic flaw. We all have the killer gene. Men want to kill things. We want to kill plants. We want to kill animals. We want to kill other companies and products. To a large degree, this killer gene has been suppressed by society. One place it hasn't been suppressed in is entrepreneurship. It is socially acceptable to want to kill the competition. Thus, when you ask a man, should I start a company to kill Oracle, to kill Google, to kill Microsoft, all men always say, yes, that's a great idea. Women do not have this fundamental genetic flaw. So when you come up with an idea for a business model, ask women. Do not waste your time asking men. The fifth thing, I have to tell you, I'm whipping through this because I usually have an hour for this speech. And this is Mountain Dew, and I didn't even get paid to endorse this. The fifth thing is to weave a MAT. MAT stands for Milestones, Assumptions, and Tasks. I happen to love ice hockey. I happen to love ice hockey, and there are 2 of my friends here from Ice Oasis where I play ice hockey in Redwood City. And one of the pleasures of ice hockey is to be the first person on the ice after the Zamboni. Because after the Zamboni has shaved the ice is just pure, smooth, virgin ice. No cuts, no ruts. It's a beautiful thing. And when you skate, you can see exactly where you're skated. It's a lovely feeling. It's like being the first person down the mountain and skiing or snowboarding. A new company is largely like that. It's a pure sheet of wonderful, smooth ice. There's no pain in the ass of customers who are trying to get a free upgrade. There's no stupid employees you made a mistake hiring. There's not the crappy commercial real estate that you paid $15 a month for in the height of the dot-com phenomena. There's not the crappy furniture you bought at Office Depot one day. It's pure, wonderful ice. It's not the crappy logo that your sister-in-law designed for free. You're starting from scratch. It's beautiful, beautiful. The Zamboni just left the ice. When you have that situation, it's very difficult to prioritize. This is about prioritization. The first thing you need to do is come up with a handful of milestones. Milestones are things like finishing the design, shipping the software. When you're starting a company, you often think, my God, we could either finish the design today or go order stationery. Seems like they're both about the same importance. It's not true. A milestone is something that you would call up your spouse and say, honey, today we shipped. That's very different than calling up your spouse and saying, honey, today we ordered stationery. That's not quite the same. The next thing you do is you write down the assumptions of your company. How many sales calls can you make per day? What's the customer ROI? How much does it cost to install our software or product? These assumptions change your business model. Very few companies or startups write them down and test them. Write them down and test them. And the third thing is then to do tasks. The tasks are the things that help you either accomplish a milestone or test an assumption. But the priority for an entrepreneur is milestones, assumptions, and tasks. M-A-T. The sixth thing is to niche thyself. How many of you have MBAs in this audience?